Hardest part is remembering the words to my own songs. That's why I got them in front of me here. Yep. Was raised on a church pew, was taught right from wrong, that hellfire is hot and eternity long. Gave my heart to Jesus when I was a child, yet the defaults that within me seemed so reckless and wild. I tried to be good, but the bad seemed to win. Lived in fear for my soul in this war against sin. Here's what it felt like. It was like two dogs lived within me, one valiant, one vain, fighting in the junkyard of my inner domain. Dog who wins the day received the milk of the food. I wished 1,000 times that this fierce cage fight would cease. Still I daily try to make the choice of which beast to feed. Here we go. Doberman and pit bull, German shepherd and a rot. I've stared down many times and walked away the alpha. But this same dog within me makes me quiver and quake when I fed him so much that selfishness I can't shake. But as I seek first God's kingdom and his dear son, that old devil dog inside tucks in his tail and then runs. What I felt like inside. It was like two dogs roared within me, one valiant, one vain, fighting in the junkyard of my inner domain. It took a long, long time for this old boy to conclude that the dog who wins the day received the milk of the food. I've wished 1,000 times that this fierce cage fight would cease. Still I daily have to make the choice of which beast to feed. Guitar solo. I could not play this live. Age, the righteous dog holds its sway. Though after all these years his nemesis still remains. When I coast with the current instead of paddle upstream, the self-life gets strong, that crusty cur becomes mean. There are two dogs fighting within me, one is valiant, one vain. It's for me to decide each moment which dog has his day. It was like two dogs, it was like two dogs roared within me, one valiant, one vain, fighting in the junkyard of my inner domain. It took a long, long time for this old boy to conclude that the dog who wins the day received the bulk of the food. I wished 1,000 times that this fierce cage fight would cease. Still I daily have to make the choice of which beast to feed. There were two dogs living within me, one valiant, one vain, fighting in the junkyard of my inner domain. It took a long, long time for this old boy to conclude that the dog who has his day received the bulk of the food. I've wished 1,000 times that this fierce cage fight would cease. Still I daily have to make the choice of which beast to feed. What shall I come before the Lord and bow down before the exalted God? Shall I come to him with spotless rams and oil, with the fruit of my body for the sin of my soul? He has shown you what he requires of you, to justly walk humbly with your God, what He has shown you, what He requires of you. Sound by the world, filled with talking heads. True religion fails, replaced by promises. Instead, the faultless faith is caring for the poor, and to keep oneself unspotted by the world. He has shown you what He requires of you, to justly, to the mercy, to walk humbly with your God, to justly, to the mercy, to walk humbly with your God. He has shown you what He requires of you. Special guitar solo by a gentleman named Daniel. He's shown you to the mercy, to walk humbly with your God. Oh, to justly, to the mercy, to walk humbly with your God. For He's shown you, yes, He's shown you, for He's shown us. Oh, yes, He's shown us what He requires. If I had a time machine and could go back to age 19, what would I say to this man-child dream, full of equal hopes and insecurities? If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine, young lad, it's true I have evolved, yet still my problems are not solved. What lies ahead is much joy and regret. Believe me, you haven't seen nothing yet. If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine, for I'm a victim, I'm a child, I'm devoted and I'm wild. Wear emotions on my sleeve, there are sins that I still grieve. You'd be wise to understand and diversify your plan. Hold on tight and to integrity, lay down for God and family. If I had a time machine, I had a time machine, I had a time machine, I would visit self at age 43. I would both weep with him and I would shy. I would hard truth to him sternly confide. If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine, friend, your worldview is a mess. You are dying from stress. Self and sin have you bound. find a way out. If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine. Yes, I'm a victim, I'm a child, I'm devoted and I'm wild. Wear emotions on my sleeve, there are sins that I still grieve. You'd be wise to understand and diversify your plan. Hold on tight onto integrity, lay down for God and family. If I had a time machine, oh, if I had a time machine, if I had a time machine, and could travel forth to age 93, what would I ask of my future self? Have I matured? Have I found true wealth? If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine, does my mind find help and peace? Am I truly whole or still angry? Is my calling new unfurled? Will I impact future world? If I had a time machine, if I had a time machine. Well, I'm a victim, I'm a child, I'm devoted and I'm wild. Wear emotions on my sleeve, there are sins that I still grieve. You'd be wise to understand and diversify your plan. Hold on tight onto integrity, lay down for God and family. If I had a time machine, oh, if I had a time machine. Yes, I'm a victim, I'm a child, I'm devoted and I'm wild. Wear emotions on my sleeve, and there are sins that I still grieve. You'd be wise to understand and diversify your plan. Hold on tight onto integrity, lay down for God and family. If I had a time machine, oh, if I had a time machine. Fragrance stirs my wild desire, stories whispered by the fire, mountain lore foretold. With my pack slung over hickory stick, into deep Ozark I go. This is my hired mandolin guy. Heartbeats in the beating chest, crowd jumping, eagles nest, bass are jumping in the cove. Passing by shanties fall to the Ozarks, I am called for souls grand drove. Oh, deep in dark green, adventure I will find. Fragrance stirs my wild desire, stories whispered by the fire, mountain lore foretold. With my pack slung over hickory stick, into deep Ozark I go. The only part in the song that I actually played is this guitar part right here. Everything else is internet. I can almost pull this one off. Walking down Game Trail, hearing critters in the dale, trees beyond to view the sun. Lost in thought, lost in time, howls at the full moon rise, I forgot to pack my gun. Mountain wraps arms around, hair stands up on neck and crown, I turn round in circles, lost. I join the ancient lord, the soul of forest, dark mountains full of those who do not count the cost. Yes, I am drawn to deep Ozark pine, deep in dark green. Adventure I will find. Fragrance stirs my wild desire. Stories whispered by the fire. Mountain lore for soul. With my pack slung over hickory stick into the Ozark high. Okay, Daniel at age 70 being told you gotta use a walker now. The doc said use your walker. The doc said you might slip. He pulled out of his locker one with tennis balls equipped, but the lad forgot to mention pace that I must heed. So with rebellious intention, I reach maximum speed. I sped out of the office, leaving streaks all down the hall. By the time I reached the exit, smoke was rising from those yellow tennis balls. Yeah, man. Here's what I do. Now I rip down every hallway. Like a cheetah I will roam. With blinding speed I blow past the nurses at my home. The Spaldings on my walker get replaced on every walk. I'm warned for my own safety, but my hearing aids are off. If they make me push this jungle gym, at least I will get back at them by smiling with a Cheshire grin, burning off those yellow tennis balls. Don't do as I do, don't do as I say. Outside in the courtyard, yeah man. Outside in the courtyard, I leave skid marks in my wake. Others are on their guard, cause I never use my brake. When inside my own room, where none can see or say, I kick over that old heirloom. In the closet it must stay. If I must protect against a fall, but drowned in debt from tennis balls. In truth, I could outrun them all. Then all my people sound my call. Now we rip down every hallway. Like cheetahs we will roam. With blinding speed we blow past the nurses at our home. The Wilsons on our walkers get replaced on every wall. We're warned for our own safety, but our hearing aids are off. If they make us push this jungle gym, at least we can get back at them by smiling with a Cheshire grin and burning off these yellow. Now we rip down every hallway like cheetahs we will roam. The blinding speed we blow past the nurses at our home. Spalding on the walker get replaced on every wall. We're warned for our own safety, but our hearing aids are all. If they make us push this jungle gym, at least we can get back at them. With the chest I grin and burning off these yellow tennis balls. That's my Jamaica dance. That's as much as I move from left to right without getting hurt.
I'm up in Bond DJ cause
Than most of the stuff I put up so far. I was an orphan, alone on the streets. I looked to the stars and thought, who cares for me? Then through one faithful who spoke right from wrong, my blind eyes were opened, I knew I belonged. He stood in my stead, though guilt covered me. He paid every debt, my ledger is clean. He ransomed my soul from my enemy. He stood in my stead on Hill Calvary. And I was defeated, couldn't find hope. I looked to the world seeking ways I could go. Then weary eyes looked to heaven above, expecting a drought, I received liquid love. For he stood in my stead, though guilt covered me. He paid every debt, my ledger is clean. He ransomed my soul from my enemy. He stood in my stead on Hill Calvary. Filthy rags replaced with righteous robes white. All that Christ did and is has become mine. And when I stand before my God's judgment seat, my plea will be the scars on his hands and his feet. For he stood in my stead, though guilt covered me. Every debt, my ledger is clean. He ransomed my soul from my enemy. He stood in my stead on Hill Calvary. He stood in my stead, though guilt covered me. He paid every debt, my ledger is clean. He ransomed my soul from my enemy. He stood in my stead on Hill Calvary. Little bit off. I ever did see. Uncategorized beasts to fight or to flee. We crouched in the shadows when I walked alone. It hid when I looked back behind tree and stone. My creepiest cryptid look. I messed it up. Let me try that again. My creepiest cryptid consumes all my thoughts, all my time. Don't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Creepiest cryptid, I know it still roams. One glimpse of the monster, it followed me home. I escaping the alpha of night, the apex of horrors, my fear is delight. My creepiest grip, it sends chills down my spine. My creepiest grip that consumes all my thoughts, all my time. Insert creepy music and monster sounds in the background. On this song, so this is my contribution to the song here in the guitar solo. Yes, Ripton looked into my eyes, exposed all the things in myself I despise. The blood from my face drained at last I did see. My creepiest Ripton is the unclassified, much denied, try to hide part of me. What I sound like when I wake up in the morning, by the way, so before I've had my first cup of coffee, so. Yesterday's so insane, day breaks up to newborn day. Mercy's due, hot star moon, we're in the morning dew. Say a prayer, bedhead hair, the past is past, the future's here. You have blown it, don't be moaning, present is a present, own it. Admit it, quit it, forget it. Turn and learn and burn the candle, God wants it. Keep showing up, you may not want to, not always fun to, but it's the real blue. Keep showing up in your praying room, in his word's eye view, in your Sunday view. Keep showing you're growing, keep showing up. Punch the clock, sing tick-tock when real estate and hate your job. Pouring work, boss a jerk, live for the weekend you deserve. Thankful heart doesn't part to frame the name you're representing. Lose the mood, that funky tune, embrace the race that you are given. Admit it, quit it, forget it. Turn and learn and burn the candle, God wants it. And keep showing up, you may not want to, not always fun to, but it's the real blue. Keep showing up in your praying room, in his word's eye view, in your Sunday view. Keep showing you're growing, keep showing up. Synthesizer. And guitar power. Admit it, quit it, forget it. Turn and learn and burn the candle, God wants it. Keep showing up, you may not want to, not always fun to, but it's the real blue. Keep showing up In his bird's eye view, in your Sunday view, keep showing you're growing, keep showing up. I cannot talk this fast, so I'm gonna let the computer do it for me.
I am as electricity that burns like the setting sun. I'm also silly to learn. Also, a set to run. Attitude, gratitude, in the time, given here. I like his better, which by several levels to you.
You have to read that later and see what it actually says. Made it, quit it, forget it. Turn and learn and burn the candle God wants there. Keep showing up. You may not want to, not always fun to, but it's the real blue. Keep showing up in your praying room, in his bird's eye view, in your Sunday view. Keep showing you're growing, keep showing up. Think about what earthy rhyme I was trying to emulate. The whole song was built around a ticking clock.